Very good evening, everybody. Can all of you hear me properly? Can everybody see the screen properly? People are still joining. I'm Yogeshwar Vashishtha. You are in Pathfinders trainings, and we are going to talk about the stock market today. Great. Good to see all of you here. How many of you have heard me before? You have attended this webinar before and you're doing it again. So just say yes if you have attended it before. Okay, there's a lot of repeaters. Great, guys. Welcome back again. I hope I can analyze your stocks. I know you want your stocks analyzed. Great. Now, how many of your first timers who are seeing me for the first time, hearing me for the first time here? Okay, there's a lot of newcomers also. Great, guys. So I have close to 138 people. So with experience, I can tell about 150 odd people will be attending the webinar. That's a big number. So thank you for coming. And now let me ask you a very simple question. Why are you attending this training? Simple question. Why are you attending this training? Pranav says to be self-employed. Vinay says to learn. Second source of income, knowledge for doing business, to trade myself, to be a smart trader, to make money, to understand the market. I'm just reading what you are writing. Guys, your chat is private to me, so I can choose what to read, what not to read, to invest scientific knowledge, to know where to enter, where to exit. Okay, smart trader, you know. Screen will clear up a little, guys. I am even seeing a little hazy on the right, but it will pick up here. So while people are joining, let me tell you a bit about myself. That's me in about 4 years ago. I used to look like this. And if I look at my latest one, I think latest one, this is my latest one, guys. This is the recent one I took in Visakhapatnam on a holiday. So that's how I look. I am 51 years old. I stay in Mumbai, married with two boys, one studying in US, other just finished his 10th. And in his room right now, there are a lot of young boys shouting, playing games, and you know. So that's so. This is my Facebook page. If you send me a friend request today, I will accept your friend request. Okay. This is my YouTube channel, quite popular, 25,600 subscribers, 70 videos, lot of live trading videos here. Okay. Then that's my website, pathfinderstrainings.com. I'm the owner of this company. Fine. And to introduce myself in brief, very brief, just not more than 5 minutes, then we will start. By the time everybody would be here. I already have 178 people, more than expected. So this is my trading room I am speaking to you from. This is the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, my favorite book. This is a whole series on Bhagavad Gita, a lot of other books here. And this is my 5-screen setup with which I trade myself, and I also run an online trading room in which my traders can trade with me every day. This is the backside of my trading room, full of books, and I've read each one of them. I'm a book lover, and I believe these are your 4 needs: peace of mind, health and energy, loving relationships, and financial freedom. So I'm a civil engineer. I'll again make it very quick. I'm a IIT and I've done my M.Tech from IIT, my international certification in management from South America, Peru. Now I'm a full-time professional trader and a trading coach. Before that, I was an NRI. I used to work with Skanska, Swedish multinational. For many, many years, I was out of India. I learned my stock market when I was in Sri Lanka. Then I practiced it when I was in Peru by enrolling in the Pristine Academy of USA. Then came back to India, full-time professional trader I became. I was also a consultant with Online Trading Academy where I worked with these fantastic international traders. Then started developing a mentoring model of my own. Established my company Pathfinderstrainings.com, which exists since 2007. And this was the first batch of students that passed out from Pathfinders in 2012 end. And since then, more than 75 batches like that have passed out. A lot of online trainings happens. Okay. But I also know that for many people, loss is what happens into the stock market. But this is not what I'm going to talk about today. Today, I'm going to talk about this profession first. I'll take question answers. You will get a recording of this session, guys. I understand some of you might be on a lower connection. So you will get a recording of this one. Okay. Screen sharing I'll do again. I think there is a little hazy in the screen sharing. Let me share it again. Just confirm to me if you. Okay. Can all of you see properly now? Fantastic. Now we have. It can be seen properly. So you come to stock market basically to make money. That is how it goes. You come to make money here in stock market, and everybody wants an extra source of income. And that's why people come here either for short-term views or for long-term views. But most people come here because they want an extra source of income here. Guys, I'm seeing also it is blurred. Is it okay if I restart the training? You'll be lost a little, but I'll come back. Let me restart the training. Just give me a minute. Okay, I'm back sharing the screen now with you. Okay, can everybody see the screen properly now? I think it's coming much better now. The screen. Okay, great, guys. So let's go back here on this one. First of all, a lot of newcomers here. This is not an advanced technical analysis class. Some people from Dehradun are asking me those, very, very technical questions, but that I teach into the classes, guys. That's what people pay me for. But here I'll definitely analyze your stocks and talk about stock market. Okay. So when you are coming to the stock market, stock market number one is a risky place. There is a risk into this. So you have to have your goals very clear why you are coming to the stock market. Because unlike FD banks, it is not a safe place. You can lose a lot of money if you don't know what to do here. So you need to have clear-cut goals as to why you are coming here. So let me ask you blunt here. Why are you, what do you expect from the stock market? Why are you coming here? And don't give me hazy answers. Give me specific answer. Today I'm going to talk about the psychology of this market. Okay, Kuldeep says, I need a monthly income, regular income. Freedom for life, Bhushan wants from Panvel. Reasonable amount every month. Now, Ganraj says 50 crore target. So you leave the stock market and go away. Be reasonable. See here, this 50 crore I want, it will not give you. So throw that in the dustbin. Do not come here and throw dreams at God. Give me 100 crore, give me 500 crore. Let's see what does an average guy earn. What is the average salary of a person in India? Maybe 50,000 rupees a month. Let's see that. Let's be realistic. If he is making 50,000 rupees a month, out of that 10,000 the government will take in taxes. So let's say 40,000 rupees a month he earns into 12. So he earns 4,80,000 rupees in a year into 10. That makes it 48 lakh into 3. In his whole life, on an average, he'll make 1.5 crore rupees. Right? That's what an average person makes in his whole life. So be realistic here. As long as your aim is to earn a few thousand rupees every day in short-term trading and create a healthy portfolio over a long period of time, you are having realistic expectations into the market. Most people think I should leave my job and become a full-time trader. Not realistic either, because it takes 2 to 3 years of hard work before you can become a full-time trader. But yes, everybody can start part-time and create regular incomes out. That is the first thing stock market serves here. So let me have the expectations right, because the real problem that happens in the stock market is expectations. Wrong expectation is the first problem into the stock market. People have unrealistic expectations. So, and if I open the chart here, let's say, let me pick up this chart here. And let's take any chart here. Let's give me one stock. I'll be analyzing your stocks also today. Give me any one stock. I'll pick up the third stock that comes, whatever you write. That was HPCL. The third stock came HPCL. So let me go here and write HPCL. Okay, that is Hindustan Petroleum. This is HPCL. Tell me one thing about HPCL. I'll open a bigger time frame chart in SC. When you look at HPCL, what do you see in this? Let's pick up the latest trend. What do you see in HPCL? Layman, a person who has never done anything into stock market. The first thing I know in HPCL is not a straight line. It goes up also and it goes down also. Right? So you are part of a market where price is fluctuating on a continuous basis. Now, when you go to a mart, to shop, is the price of the product changing there every day? Is it fluctuating? Buy a toothpaste today 82, tomorrow 84, then yes or no? No, no. When you go to the bank and you are dealing money with FDs, does the FD rate change every day? No. But here you are in a market which is continuously moving up or down. So first question to ask is, why is this price moving up and down? Is the company's profit every day becoming less or more? Okay, I'm trying to understand this market psychologically. Okay. Every day, the price of the market is not. Now, when we come to the stock market, what does the stock market represent basically? The stock market represents the various businesses that has been listed on the exchange, and those businesses that have been listed on the exchange, you know, they are basically companies who are raising capital from the common man, the institutions, the brokers, the FIIs, the DIRs. So they are giving money to those businessmen so that they do business on their behalf and give them returns. So when you are buying a business, you are buying a partnership in a company basically. Yes or no? Right? You're buying the partnership in a company. And are all businesses having the same product, same price, same kind of business model? Of course not. That's why different businesses, will have different business model, different pricing model, different profits, and that's why their prices are not same. They have different prices. They have different number of stocks. Their EPS will be different. So because they're different businesses, so they are reacting differently. And what happens is when they are listed on the exchange, they normally trade at a premium. And this premium is called the P value, the price to equity value. Like, for example, I look at the market right now. Let's look at this market. I'll be talking only about stock market today. I think I have to talk enough about finance and other things. So those who want to listen to that, they can go in my previous lectures on my YouTube. But today, let's talk only about stock market. Okay. Let's say this is the daily chart of the market that I'm looking at here. And we see this is index. This is our index. So if I go on this and I look around and I go here and say P of Nifty. Now, what is this Nifty? First, let me go to Nifty. Nifty is an index. Okay, Nifty is an index and consists of 50 stocks. How many stocks are there which are listed on NSE and BSE? Can somebody tell me how many stocks are listed on NSE and BSE combined together? More than 10,000. Very good, Krishna. Very good, Jayakumar. More than 10,000 stocks. And they belong to various industries. They're different kind of industries. You see here, there are financial services, energy, IT, automobile, consumer good, metals, construction, pharma, telecom, cements, media, services, fertilizers, and these are all the things that you use in your day-to-day life. When you are sick, you go to a doctor. The doctor gives you medicines. Which sector manufactures medicines, guys? Pharma. Very good. Is there only one pharma company or there are many pharma companies? There are many pharma companies. They have different business models. They have different price variations. So what we are knowing is there are different pharma companies. There are energy companies. You fill petrol. So what the exchange does is it picks up the top 50 stocks and say, this is what is representing the whole business of India. And they will belong to various sectors. They will have different weightages. And Nifty is a weighted average of these top 50 stocks of India. What are these top 50 stocks? See, these are the top 50 stocks of India. And out of this one here, this is the top 10 stocks of India, which constitute almost 54% of the total index. HDFC Bank, Reliance Industries, HDFC. So tell me guys, HDFC Bank, what sector does it belong to? Okay, I'll tell you a little, then I'll pick up your stocks. Reliance Industries. What is the sector of Reliance Industries? Energy. You know, now going into other fields also. It is going into telecom also now. Then HDFC. What is the sector of HDFC? Home loans. Very good, Pranav. Home loan, not banking. Banking is HDFC Bank. HDFC is into insurance. It is into housing loans, realty. Infosys is into IT, ITC, FMCG. So we can see a lot of banks, IT companies here. So these are the 10 stocks that you should know like the back of your hand here. And it also tells me the P of Nifty is 24. The P of Nifty is 24. So what does it mean? You know, it means, and what is the average growth in India that is happening of our businesses? What is the GDP growth expected in India? About 7% a year, 7%. And if I see 7 fours are 28, 7 threes are 21. So our whole country, the index is priced at about 3.5 times that of the actual growth that is happening. So as a layman, is the overall market expensive, more expensive than the reality or less expensive than the reality? More expensive. Now, let's go and find out what are the trends of that. So if I go here, let's say I go the P of Nifty here, and I check out. This is the P of Nifty. Let's say from 1st of Jan, if I take it till today, you see this is it was at about 26. Now it is down at about 25. Let me open a chart here. Yeah, this one. See, this is a rough picture that you can find. It says when the historically, and we are taking 10, 20 years into account, when the P of Nifty is from 25 to 30, it is a rare event and a screaming sell, search for shorting opportunities. Okay. 20 to 25 is book 80% profit and wait for better entry levels. Buy or hold 15 to 20, inexpensive 12 to 15, screaming buy. So if I look at this and I say the P of Nifty is at 24.66. So are we into a cheap market or are we into an expensive market? Expensive market. So think logically, whether you are new or old. At this time, does it make more sense to think about booking profit or initiating and buying new things? Right? Initiating and buying new things here. So now the question comes is stock market a scientific place or is it a gamble? Now, this is a debate that goes on whether you are part of a scientific place or you are part of a gamble here. So, if I'm looking at the stock market, first of all, stock market is all about probabilities, And unlike banks, where it is a win-win model, in stock market, for one person to make money, another person has to lose money. It is not gambling from any angle. If that was the case, no country would have an official stock market. Do you know almost every country has a stock market controlled by the government? So when we are looking at the stock market, when we are going, In stock market, what is the basic purpose of stock market? Funding the entrepreneur, price discovery, making sure spread is less. So there are multiple purposes that stock market serves. It is also a barometer of the economy of the country. So first thing you need to understand is this particular stock that you are dealing with is a strong stock or a weak stock. For example, let me look at a stock. You know, we have a pizza company. You really, uh, like pizzas. So we have, what are the two main pizza companies in India where people buy pizza from? Domino's. Do you know which company? Very good question. Jubilant Food. So if I go to Jubilant Food, Jubilant Food was Jubilee Foods. Now this is how Jubilee Food is looking like. Now, if I tell a layman, hey, what do you want to do about Jubilee Food? Would he like to buy Jubilee Food or would he like to stay away from it? Buy, of course, because here his CEO is going up and up, and let me buy Jubilee Food because it never goes down. Because this is exactly what happens to people in the market here. And at this time here in the market, how much was the P? The P was somewhere around 27.8, one of the most expensive. One of the most expensive. Now, if I mark this one here, we see this is 24.66. Right? This is the P, 24.66. Now, tell me one thing. The average P of our market has been around 20. That is which is considered healthy for our markets. Almost 20 has been the average P of these markets here. So I move here. This has been an average Nifty P 20.6. Historically has been our average. And in fact, it has to come back to the average. Now, tell me one thing. Where should the price be if 24.6C correspond to 10,417? So it is 20.66 divided by 24.66. That gives me 0.83 multiplied by 10,417, which gives me 8727. Little maths, okay, which is somewhere around this level here, 8327, somewhere around this level. So now if I see this is an average that we are looking at of the market, if it becomes balanced, it should be somewhere around 8,500 rupees. Now, armed with this knowledge, many of you didn't knew this before. I gave you a neat piece of information. So now tomorrow, when I ask you to buy something, wouldn't you be a little cautious? Yes or no? Yeah, yes or no? Yes, you will be very cautious. And I have given you just one piece of information. And trust me, you can't make money with this. You can't make any money out of this. I've just given you one piece of information and your mindset has changed a little. You know a little about the stock market now at least. Oh, here it looks cheap, here it looks expensive. But imagine in this whole world, there are so many stock markets. American stock market, European stock market, Australian stock market, Chinese stock market, Japanese stock market, the whole world. We are almost nowhere. We are a very small fish in the whole pond. So with all these stock markets, don't you think some very intelligent people who are much more intelligent than you and me are controlling them? I'm just giving you a reality check, right? So, very frankly, do you really think that we can actually go and beat them? That's what people try to do every day with their limited knowledge. They think we can try and beat those people, and they lose their shirts. This is one thing I learned long ago, that in this game, you don't have to beat anybody. This is a game of saving yourself, right? This is not a game of beating others. This is a game of saving yourself, and that is very important to understand into the stock market. So don't even try. What you can do is, your aim is to understand what is the market doing. Is it trying to go up? Is it trying to go down? Is it trying to retrace? Is it trying to have a breakout? Is the market trying to reach certain levels here? And one thing we know is, the price that you are seeing at the market, is a fluctuating price which can go up and which can go down. So the first way, there are multiple ways to understand a stock. For example, if I put up a stock like Bharti Airtel, this is Bharti Airtel. Now, we were trading Bharti Airtel today. Now we see Bharti Airtel. What is the habit of Bharti Airtel? This is a stock which is a volatile stock. It goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, and comes down. And, at some level, it will give you a buying opportunity. Some level, it will give you a selling opportunity. Now, let's pick up Bharti Airtel as a stock. Are you with me so far, guys? Are you liking the session so far? I'm pure stock market today. I'm not doing those equations and other things. So, and I'll also take some of your stocks and trade them. I'm a stock market coach. I live trade with my traders every day. A lot of my live trading videos are available on my YouTube channel. You can go and watch it. I run a course, a 7-month course in which people get trained and take it as a living. That's the whole aim. See, either you should be able to make part-time incomes here, or you should be able to create long-term here. See, one goal people have is, well, I'm not so much interested in intraday. I just want to spend little time every week and create wealth. Get entry, get exit. I'm a busy man. I don't want to, indulge looking at the market for the whole day. So for them, what is the type of trading? Swing trading and positional trading, where they are holding the stocks from a few days to a few weeks. And I think that everybody can do. Then portfolio building is everybody's need here, because you all need a long-term portfolio. And stock market is the best place where it grows. FD doesn't give anything. Real estate is dead. So each one of you should make a portfolio, and you should learn how to do it on your own without giving your money to others. But there is a group of people, I'm one of them, who get fascinated with intraday trading. I do intraday trading every day. I have hundreds of traders who do intraday trading with me every day. And it's fun to be an intraday trader. And eventually, like, I became a full-timer. There are many of my students who are full-timers. And a small group of you, let's say about 20%, will become, a full-time trader. Can it be taken as a full-time profession? Yes. But intraday trading is not everybody's cup of tea. How many of you agree with me? Intraday trading is not everybody's cup of tea. Right? कुछ लोगों ने तो बहुत सारा पैसा खोया है कि नहीं खोया है? Option trading, forex trading, commodity trading. So you have to understand your limitations into this profession. It is a very paying profession, very paying. If you are an intraday and a swing trader, what is an average an intraday trader earns if he becomes fully trained and take this only as a profession? Make a guess. What does an average intraday trader earns? He earns about 10 to 20% a month. 10 to 20% a month. We talk percentages because different people will have different capital. So think very carefully. Would you be interested in a profession where you can make 10% a month on your capital? You know, and every day in the evening, your cash is with you. You don't even carry your cash to the next day. So no gap risk, nothing. 9:15 your business starts and 3:30 your business finishes. That is the life of an intraday trader. Eventually, 20% of you would be motivated to go there. And once you're hooked to that profession, you won't feel like doing anything less. And it's an amazing profession. You don't have to go anywhere. You are at your home. You have all the time for yourself. And 3:30 in the afternoon, you're free to do whatever you want. Monday to Friday only, Saturday, Sunday is off. It's an amazing profession. No travel. But मेहनत लगेगा because in intraday trading, your emotion is the fastest, the movement is the fastest, manipulation is the most. So let's try to understand. Uh, you know, let's try to understand this one here. Now, Bharti Airtel. What sector does Bharti Airtel belong to? Yes, tell me. Telecom. Right now, is telecom a very profitable sector? No. Who is spoiling the party? Who is the party spoiler? Jio? You know, Jio is the party spoiler. So, of course, Airtel used to have very good profit margin thanks to Jio. Their motto is na jiunga na jeene dunga. So that's the motto. Of course, it is a lose-lose model. So no wonder it is going up and it's coming down. And let me learn a very simple thing here. Let's say, I see this is where this move started from. And when the price comes down to this level, it will become attractive to buy. Right? It becomes attractive to buy. So let's say I want to buy it here. Let's say I want to buy it here. So what is my risk to buy here? Tell me my risk. Is this pace comfortable? I'm going slow, guys, but not going very fast. What is my risk if I buy it here? Tell me my risk. Now, I've not put any stop loss, nothing. I just decided to buy. Let me take this also off. Forget it. I've just decided to buy. What is my risk? Think. Look at the chart. It is a candlestick chart I'm showing you. 100% of my capital is at risk. Extremely good, Yogesh from Pune. My risk is 385 rupees. Very good. Who told me? I am proud of you, Gana Raja Bhatt from Bangalore. Tomorrow, Mr. Mittal might decide to close the company, make it zero, make it a kingfisher. Right? Who knows? Maybe a flight to somewhere after a scam is out. Anything. So my risk is one. All of my 385 rupees is at risk. Please understand, every trade you go, every stock you buy, your risk is always 100%. थोड़ा सा डर लगा कि नहीं? डर लगा थोड़ा? Right? Exactly. So your risk is 100%. Now, in which direction, let's say I buy, in which direction is my risk? If I buy, in which direction is my risk? Everybody said down. No, sir. My risk is in both the directions. Now let's understand this point very clearly. Let's say I go here and I took a decision to buy Bharti Airtel here at 385. Let's go back and I say I want to buy Bharti Airtel. I want to buy Bharti Airtel. The way this session will go is I will do an explanation till about 9:20 roughly. No, sorry, 10:20. 10:20, I'll tell you a bit about the course that I do. Some people wanted to do that. And from 10:30 to 11 o'clock, I'll take your stocks and do a technical analysis with them. Right? That's how this session will flow. So let's say I want to buy it. So I have two risks. Let's say this is positive risk. Is equal to profit. And this one is a negative risk, and negative risk is equal to loss. So this is a negative risk here is equal to loss. So on the upside is the positive risk, on the downside is the negative risk here. Let's look at this move now. Now, it has gone from 385 to 490, 500 rupees. You know, has my risk increased or decreased? Has my risk increased or decreased? In very good Kuldeep from Phalna station. There is Phalna station. And I have a photo of Kuldeep. He looks very smart, nice mustache. Great. It has increased, not decreased, Swami. In Rajasthan. Great. So it has increased. How has it increased? Because here it was only your capital at risk. Now, isn't your capital and your profit both at risk? Now, let's understand a very important point. In stock market, your risk starts when you enter and your risk finishes when you exit. So, let me ask a very simple question. If you are holding a stock for 2 hours and the same stock you are holding for 2 months, in which one is more risk? Yes, please answer. 2 months. Very good. That means what is the risk? The risk is time. In stock market, what is the risk? Your holding period is the risk. It is your holding period which is the risk. The more is the time in which you will hold it, the more will be your risk here. That means if you have to do something in the stock market, you cannot plan on unlimited time. Very important point, psychological aspect. Most people, they think stock market is about technical analysis, strategies. Some people are asking, this guy from Dehradun, he was asking me questions about RSI, MACD, blah, blah, blah. No, it doesn't start from here. It starts by understanding is that if you have to come to this market, you have to decide how much time risk you will take, how much money risk you will take, and what is your skill risk, right? Let me again write it here. So quantify your time risk. How much time you're willing to hold it? Money risk. How much money are you willing to risk? And your still risk. Still risk. You have to quantify it. Till the time you don't quantify it, you cannot become a trader or an investor. So now, how do you quantify your time risk? Yes, how do you quantify your time risk? You decide. Do you have unlimited money or do you have limited money? Chalo, tell me. When you come to the stock market, will you have unlimited money or limited money? Limited money. Very good. Excellent. What is the first urge of the trader? And this is the first trap in which people fall. You know, your broker will say, sir, don't worry, I'll give you 20 time leverage. I'll give you 50 time margin. You come only with 1 lakh rupees, I'll allow you to buy for 20 lakh rupees and 30 lakh rupees. How many of you have fallen into this trap? The trap of making more money with less money. How many of you fall into this trap? I won't say the names, guys, so you can freely share it with me. Thank you very much for your honesty. I really, really appreciate that. This is a trap in which everybody falls one time or the other. You know, and why is that broker giving you all that leverage? Is he thinking about you or is he thinking about himself? He's thinking about himself. Trust me. This is a fact. Nothing is for free. You know. Do you know in the last 1 year, 11 discount brokers have been closed down? Check Economic Times of yesterday and check my Facebook page. I've written it there. So people have this urge to make money. Control this urge. The first thing you have to do is control this urge and find out what product has to be used where. What are the various products into this market? The various products into this market are, let's see. You can trade stocks. What is the advantage of stocks? It has an unlimited holding period. What is the disadvantage of stock? It can give you money only if the price goes up. It cannot give you any money if the price is going down. That means it is a product which can only be used in uptrend. It is useless for sideways. It is useless for down. And this is primarily used to create long-term wealth because you are going for the ownership in a company. This is not a stock, a product that you will use for intraday. This is not an intraday product. Now, for that, what do you have for intraday? Intraday is not done with stocks. Intraday is done with derivatives. Now, derivatives have an inherent leverage. The product is designed in such a way that it will have an inflation 5 times to 50 times. By default, it will have two directions to trade, up and down. And if you plan your product properly, you can also make money when the price is going sideways. Stock futures, index futures, options, commodity, forex, all these are the products. Now, what is the risk in them? The risk in them is they have something called leverage. Like for example, when you are trading in options, a lot of people are fascinated with options. So let's pick up something. Okay, I'll come back to this. Okay, if I'm taking today, let's say I have a Hind Petro that went down 7% today, 7% down Hind Petro. So what they will do, they say, okay, sir, look at the money you can make here. Hind Petro. So, and I look at a Hind Petro put option. I go to derivative, I go to Hind Petro. And let's say I go to a near expiry put option of 350 rupees. Now, the 350 rupees put option went up by 443 rupees in a 443% in a single day. Now, does it take out your greed or fear? अभी क्या निकल के आया एकदम से greed? यार क्या product है? 7% down and I can still make 443%, right? That's what option now, but they will not tell you, hey sir, on the other side, instead of a call option, if you had bought a 300, instead of a put option, if you would have bought a call option, you would have lost 65% of your money, right? So what is the risk in this product? The risk is speed. What is your risk in an option? The speed is 50 times more. That means your decision making has to be 50 times faster. If you are right, you can make 50 times more money. But if you are wrong, you can lose 50 times faster. So is this a less risky product or very risky product? I know a lot of you like options, but most people lose money in them. Very risky. But what eventually, if you learn how to use it properly in combination with other products, it is a fantastic product. I trade options every day, but I have spent years learning them. Okay, there is a stock future, there is an index future, there is a commodity, there is a forex. So all these markets are there, but in all these markets, you will have to understand the risk and then plan everything according to that. So to trade a option, would you require a less level of a skill or a very high level of skill? Okay. So, and when do you have to take your decision? If I see here and I check out when do I have to take a decision, let's say this is the start of the day. When the market will start, it is looking like this, right? This is how the market is looking, this doji candle, dragonfly doji. So now you have to take a decision whether you want to buy a call or whether you want to buy a put. So what is the skill? Skill is to know with a high degree of probability whether it is likely to go up or it is likely to go down. And if you are not able to do that, then you can lose a lot of money very fast. You can lose because from here it looks like it is going up, but it eventually travel down, down, and down. So another thing that you have to understand is that, Mayur says how Harshad Mehta conned the market. Read the book called Scam. There is a book called Scam. Read the book. You will know. Okay. So going back to Bharti Airtel, that's the stock we were discussing. Going back to Bharti Airtel on a daily chart. Now, this is what I'm looking at. Let's say. So I have to quantify now. I say I want to hold this stock for about 3 months. I want to hold the stock for about 3 months. So what can I expect? Let me see how much does it move in 3 months. 1, 2, 3. 3 months back, it was somewhere here, right? So if it goes up, it has a chance to go up to that level. What if you say, I want to hold it for, maybe 1 month only? Then you can't expect that move. Then maybe you can expect a move here. That means if you plan to hold it for a month, you will probably go for this target. But if you plan to hold it for 3 months, you might plan for this target. And you need to quantify your loss. And let's say this is where you quantify. So this is So what kind of, this is your planned loss? Which loss? Small loss. What are the four results that can happen in a trade? Yeah, what are the four results that can happen in a trade, guys? You tell me. What of you have attended my class before? Small loss, small profit, big profit. Your biggest problem is a big loss. You have to ensure that you don't have a big loss in your system. If you don't have a big loss in your system, this is the slide I always show. Let me go to that slide here. This is the slide. Take a print screen of this slide. Make sure you never have a big loss. If you don't have a big loss in the system, small losses and small profits will take care of each other, and what will remain in the system will be a big profit. You cannot lose if you have this principle on which you work here. Isn't this the principle on which every business on earth works? Forget stock market. आपके पड़ोस का पान वाला भी ये प्रिंसिपल पे काम करता है. Every business, it is a retail shop, it is a mart, it is a refinery, they cannot do big losses, because if they do big losses, won't the business close down? A classical case is Kingfisher. What was the problem of Kingfisher? Kingfisher had expenses more than income. Correct? That's what Vijay Malaya did. He did more expenses than he had income. So the company went into a big loss and eventually closed down. Can somebody give me an example of few other businesses from the stock market whose stock prices went down because of big losses? So give me some examples. Arcom, Suzlon, very good Himanshu, Videocon, JP Associates, Unitech, great. Satyam, PC Jewelers, Unitech, DLF. Don't forget DLF. There are so many. So eventually it is a business. And when you are doing a trading, are you just doing maja or are you doing a serious business? When you will come for trading, will you come here for fun or would you go there for a serious business? A serious business. Your real money is on the table. And that money does not belong to you only. It belongs to your wife, to your children, to your old age, to your pension. So losing that would be a crime. So you need to have a plan. And this is the best plan. I always call it the best plan or the best strategy. People like the word strategy. Best strategy. Okay. Make sure you never have a big loss. Small losses and small profits will take care of each other. What will remain in the system is a big profit. And go and watch a lot of my videos. On YouTube, I have a lot of videos that I have put in. And you can go and check out. Many of them are very long also. Half an hour, 1 hour. So this is, you see, this video of mine is almost 1.1 lakh views now. Here. Go to the videos here. A lot of live trading videos you will find here on this. 30,000 profit, 50,000 profit, 1 lakh profit. This is 1,90,000 profit in a week. So you can use this and make sure you listen to them and watch these videos. You will learn a lot from that. Okay. So this is the key that we are talking about. Big losses. Another key that you have to make sure is that your reward to risk ratio is right. Like here, if I see so if I practice this, then what am I practicing? I'm practicing swing trading. If I'm holding for about 3 months, what am I practice? I'm practicing, positional trading. I'm practicing positional trading on this one here. So this one has a reward to ratio of how much? Roughly about 2:1. And this one has a reward to ratio of almost 4:1. Okay. So mathematics is on my side. If I take 10 trades, half of them hit my stop loss, half of them go up and hit my targets. My success rate is only 50%. Will I make money or lose money eventually? Eventually you will make money. So this is the principle you cannot deviate from. Stock market can fulfill all your needs actually. Short-term needs, long-term needs, on can be fulfilled from the stock market, and you can go for it. Great guys. So let me take your stocks. I normally in this session analyze people's stock. I can take about 20, I think. So give me your stocks. Okay, I'll add it here, and I'll talk a little about my course, and then I'll analyze your stocks here. So I have, let me see where, there's a lot of people. I have almost 162 people left now. So we have GNFC and FC, 8K miles. Last week I talked more on the daily charts. Today I'll work more on intraday charts. 8K miles, Ambuja Hexaware, Ambuja Cement, Hexaware. Then I'll also have a question answer session that you have. Sun Pharma. Portfolio building, when you're doing, you need to understand fundamental analysis very properly, so that you understand the whole base of the business. Fine, what more do I have? Ashok Leyland Birla. Ashok Leyland. Birla. Which Birla? Birla Money. Okay. Minda. Minda Corporation. Okay, we have IGPL, Titan, IGPL, Titan, Jindal Steel, GSCL, Steel, BHCL. We have BML, Century Textile, BML, Century Textile. Stock market is a risky place, so disclaimer, please take care of your stocks. This is all this analysis is for educational purposes. This is not a recommendation to buy or sell. Rain Industries, Reliance, Suzlon, Tata Global. I'll start with this and I'll take more. Tata Global, fine. So, okay guys, I'll take more of your stocks. I'll start with this one. But before I do that, let me tell you about the course that Pathfinder runs, and then I will come and do analysis of your stock here. Samaria, Motilal Oswal, ICICI. I'll have a look at them. Umakant, Suryakant, and Siddharth. But for people who want to do the course, let me give you a brief about the course. To trade, you should know what to buy, when to buy, how much to buy, how much risk to take, and when to get out. For that, I conduct a 7 months online training in which you will be taught fundamental analysis in detail. Fundamental analysis is the backbone, the spinal cord, the foundation of the stock market. So you should be very proficient with fundamental analysis, whether it is reading a balance sheet, analyzing a business model, finding out competitors, product sectors. So fundamental analysis I teach in detail. Then to time the market, whether I am doing a short term or the long term trading, you need to be very proficient with chart trading. We will see that when I'll see your stocks, but you need to do that in detail. Like here today, I can just took a small preview, but if you have to seriously do that, you should be understanding technical analysis in detail, whether it is the patterns of candlesticks, whether it is the oscillators and indicators, your trend line, your Fibonacci's, your levels, whether your pivots are there. So the more you will understand technical analysis, the better would be your timing and your decision making, whether it is a 2-hour trade or a 20-day trade. Then you should be very proficient with stock filtering. I'll teach both fundamental stock filtering and technical stock filtering. Like right now, Titan looks very attractive because it has gone up 900 rupees plus. But if you do a fundamental analysis of Titan, you will find Titan is one of the most expensive stocks right now. And whenever big players get out of that, it will maybe come down 50% from the top. So, but that technical analysis will never tell you. That you will learn with a fundamental filtering. I also teach you technical filtering, where out of 10,000 stock, by putting in certain technical analysis conditions, you can find your 5 or 10 stocks every day in which you need to do your intraday trading on swing trading. Then risk management is the key, and risk management is not stop loss. Most people think risk management gives stop loss here. Pankaj says how much time is given for fundamental, how much time for technical. Out of the total course, I'll be telling you about the course. Almost 25% will go to fundamental, almost 25% goes to technicals, 25% to risk management, and the remaining 25% is to the psychology of trading. Do you know those big traders in the world who trades millions of dollars and billions of dollars? They would also be learning from someone. What do they pay the most money for? They don't pay the most money to their coaches for technical analysis of fund. They pay the most money to their coaches to understand the psychology of the trade. So I'll be teaching you psychology in detail. So then how online platforms can be mastered. Like for example, there is a guy who's going to office every day, and of course your boss will not allow you to do intraday trading from the office, वरना पगार थोड़ी ना देगा वो. So now what is his challenge? How can I do intraday trading without affecting my job? And if that can be solved, won't that be great? Right? That would be great. And now thanks to technology, that is possible. Thanks to online platform, that is possible now. I teach this in the classes. Then you should be equipped with a lot of strategies. 30, 40 strategies minimum you should be knowing. You cannot just take one strategy and hang on it. 30, 40 strategies I teach. Then a proper trading plan should be there. Rational decision. You cannot. The key in the stock. What is stock market trading? Stock market is trading is with develop a skill so that you can create your own set of rules, and then you trade the market with your set of rules without ever breaking those rules. Where will I enter? Where will I exit? What would be profit targets? What would be the loss targets? All this comes, under a set of rules. And the challenge here is rule बनाने भी खुद हैं और follow भी खुद करने. Now, let me give an example of that. exercise. The closest example I have is exercise, especially people who become, after they are 35 years of age and tummy starts coming out and weight starts going up. So all people start having an exercise plan. I'll go for a jog, I'll go for a walk, I'll go to the gym. But in that, there is nobody else that is available. And how many of those exercise plans that people think actually succeed? Make a guess. Make a guess. Not even 5 to 10%. So proud of you, Baba. First one to answer. Why? Because the self-motivation was not there. And mind you, there too no money is involved at all. Here we are talking of a profession where there is nobody sitting on top of you. There is nobody checking you. There is nobody who will, check whether you are in profit or you are in loss. It is an invisible profession. So the self-discipline that you will need into this, will it be a lot of self-discipline or a less self-discipline? Isn't this the highest degree of self-discipline that I'm talking about? And that's why any professional trader in the world never trades without a coach. A coach is a must. Somebody who can guide you, trade you. That's what I do. Every day I trade with my traders. I have more than 4,000 traders associated with me. They regularly come, learn from me. Why? Because you need to be accountable to somebody. To make a very simple decision. Do you want to be accountable to your wife or to me? Which one is your choice? Chalo, let me ask you. All very nice people here. Okay, that's a very interesting statistics. 70% said me and 30% said wife. So those 70%, if I leak this conversation, you are in a big trouble. But I ensure confidentiality. Now, some people are very diplomatic. They say both, both. Okay. So another thing I always say is not only learn yourself, teach it to the wife also. So that is automatic insurance for us. Learn it yourself, teach it to the wife. Okay. So that way you automatically, so let's go forward. So I teach all this money management, managing emotions. All 4 forms of trading I teach: intraday, positional and long term, and all the asset classes: stocks, futures, options, commodity. Because there is no point learning only one product. Because if you want to become a complete trader, you should know long-term trading also. You should know short-term trading. You should know all the gears of the car, right? Earlier, my course used to be 4 days of classroom training and 6 months of online training with lifetime of mentorship. But now the people have become so much and I cannot travel to all the cities. So now the course is totally online. 7 months of online training with live trading and lifetime of mentorship. These are the earlier batches that passed out. All kind of people come. 5 more minutes, then we'll go to your stocks. The last physical training I did was in August 17 in Mumbai. And I'm doing one more now starting next week. Physical I normally do only about 1 or 2 in a year now, but online starts every week. This is the course content details that you can find on my website. I'll be sending you a recording of this session also. The total online training of 7 months, let me tell in brief, is 32 hours of training that I start with. 4 days, 32 hours. Recorded session I have that I have recorded before. I'll be sending you that. And in 2 to 3 weeks, you are expected to finish it. Contains 35-40 strategies, fundamental, technical, everything that you need to know. So 32 hours of training would be given to you. You're supposed to finish in 2-3 weeks. After you have finished that, then you will be passed through 2 days of live trading. Online live trading, where I'll be live trading my money in front of you, a few lakh rupees. And whatever you have learned in those 32 hours, I will demonstrate how you can actually trade it in the market. If you are a newcomer, you can just watch me. If you are a seasoned trader, you can trade with me. So after your 1 month is finished, your foundation is done, then your 6 months of online training starts, in which there will be 8 sessions in a month. 4 would be live sessions, 4 would be recorded sessions. Out of which 7 sessions will be in the night and 1 will be in the daytime. Out in the whole month, there will be 2 live trading sessions. One would be Thursday night, second Thursday, 8 to 11 live commodity training. And second would be last Thursday, 9 to 3:30, which would be the live stock market trading on the expiry day. So 12 live trading sessions you will be getting. I'll give you a link soon of this. And of course, there will be recordings available for them. So you can read more about that when I'll send you the link. In addition to that, there is a mentoring for life. Every Wednesday, 11 to 12, I take a mentoring session. I take your question answers. I give you my stocks the way I'm analyzing right now. And, a recording will also be sent to you. And this will be for life till you are actively trading under me. So after the training, you can do all sorts of trading and build your own portfolio. This is all it costs, guys. The 7 months of online training is 33,000 plus GST, 38,940. I'll also have a physical coming if somebody is interested. That is 44,840. But most people prefer the online. The physical is in Thane, Mumbai. How many of you would like to do a course under me, guys? Say yes if you want to do a course under me. Oh, that's a lot of people. Thank you very much. And I love to teach. As you can see, teaching is my passion. It is my profession. And I believe whatever gifts God has given you, you should use them properly and make sure you give the best to the world. Okay, great, fantastic. On this one here, not only that, after you have done the course, 1 month is finished, you also become eligible for my online trading room, which I run just at 3,500 rupees a month plus GST. Even tip service are 8,000 rupees a month now. Just 3,500 rupees a month, in which every day for 2 hours in the morning, 9 to 11, you will live trade with me. New topics are discussed and recording is sent every day to you. But that is after a month is finished. This is the schedule. Every Saturday a course starts. So there is one that is starting this Saturday. A physical training is also starting on 14th April. You can pay any way you want, cash, check, credit card. You can just pay 1,000 rupee token. You can book your seat. And since you have come on a night, you also have an offer. If you pay your 1,000 rupees token before 12 o'clock tonight, in addition to the course, you will get 7 trading ebooks, and also 8 hours of high probability strategy that I'm teaching. After done the full payment, you can go for the course. I'll give you the link for that, and then we will do the analysis here. So this is the link, guys. So those who want to do the course and avail of the offer today, this is the link to the 1,000 rupees token. You can pay here. If you pay the 1,000 rupees token before 12 o'clock tonight, you get additional 7 books and an 8-hour video after you have done the full payment. And here is the full details of the course. And those who want to read in detail, this is the full detail of the course, what I'll be teaching you here. Yeah, almost 25-30 people who have said yes. So I look forward to see you into the classes. Great, guys. I've sent you the link. You can go ahead and do the payment. And one thing I know is when you put money on the skill, it grows the most. Fine. Let's go to your stocks now. Okay. The first stock I see, let me make it. Now, this is 8K miles, which is into computer softwares, right? Okay. Some of you have already booked, guys. Fantastic. If I'm looking at 8K miles, let's open. I'll be doing technical charts mostly. So I'll stick to the daily chart here. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm looking at this 8K miles, and what I'm seeing is 8K miles, guys, I'm really interested. There's still 150 people here, so thanks for the patience. Today, I think there is a little issue with the quality of the screen. And I know why, actually, because in the other room, my younger son, his exams have just finished, and I have 8 young boys aged between 14 and 16 playing a game called Dota. And I think they are hogging all my internet connection. I was thinking it never becomes like this. What has happened today? And I am on a very strong connection. Hey, my connection is, let's say, let me show you. Okay, there's that. Here, you see? Fast.com. So I found the reason. I have many young boys playing Dota in the room next, and that's what is hogging my bandwidth. I'm on a 94 Mbps. Yeah, Atul says I'm a gamer too. You understand, Atul? मैं किस दुख से गुजर रहा हूं अभी, and you can't say anything. Do you really think I can go to their room, 8 youngsters, and say, guys, stop playing your Dota? I have a class going on. I don't think so. So, but normally it is clean and clear. You can check my YouTube videos. So that was the reason. Anyway, let's go here to 8K miles. And if I'm looking at 8K miles, the first thing I'm looking at 8K miles is software company. And this was a big move it had. Almost a 70-degree move, couldn't sustain. And if I draw some levels on this, I see it peaked on top, retraced back to almost a golden Fibonacci, which is a very strong level, Fibonacci levels. Almost all the big things in the world are forms of Fibonacci level. And then retraced up almost. So it's a classic. So what trend is this stock establishing? Is it trying to go up or is it trying to go down? किधर जाने की कोशिश कर रहा है? Down, not up. Down. See here. This was a high. This was a high. Now this is a high. And right now this is a stock which is sideways. I'll not be using oscillator indicators here, guys. Those I teach in the classes. But basic things I can teach you. Right? And my emphasis is that the maximum you will learn from me is not these charts. The maximum you will learn from me is when you will live trade with me. Asli seekhna udhar hota hai. So we see this is putting a pressure on the, so we are seeing a triangle pattern which is a continuation, and with a nifty PE at about 24, we have still an expensive market. So I would not be buying it. I would still be looking for one more correction since it failed to reach those highs. Ambuja, it is a lot of stocks, so I'll do a little fast on all. Hey? And in the end, 10 minutes, I'll take question answers also. Ambuja Cement, look at Ambuja Cement. Now, if I look at a bigger chart of Ambuja Cement, so one thing I know about Ambuja Cement is a very volatile stock. It goes up, it goes down. Now, look at Ambuja Cement and tell me, is it a stock suitable for portfolio? This is a daily chart. This is a weekly chart I have right now. No. But isn't this a great chart for intraday and swing trading? It's a trading stock. You can become a specialist in this and try to find the inflection points. What do you find it with? Oscillators and indicators. So how does those oscillator indicators work? It's like driving. Let's say you're driving a car and 100 meters ahead, you have to take a U-turn. So your direction will change after 100 meters. But right now, you will start doing some changes. Your fourth gear will become third gear will become second gear, So that will start happening. Then you will start turning more from the right. Anybody who's looking at your car, just by observing the car, knowing how a driver works, if he's skilled, he can tell this guy is about to take a U-turn. So he can tell that the car is about to take a U-turn before you take a U-turn. This is what you can learn. This is the level of skill you can actually have into this market. Worth learning. So in classes, I also teach price section where I teach, how you can trade just by looking at candles. That's all. Please understand, in the end, you will be judged in this market only and only on one thing. What will people judge you on? Yes or no? What will they judge you on? They'll judge you on your profits. Net, you have to show profits. Whether you make it from Tata or from Bata, it doesn't matter as long as with the profits in your home, you can bring the atta. Right? How much profits do I make? Okay, I can open that. I'm a trade log that I share in a lot of things here. But you've asked me, so let me pick it up. I have to find it. Just a minute. See here, this is my, just a minute. I'm opening my trade log, guys, for my trading room. So I open the trade log of my trading room. Just a minute. I'm finding that folder. I found it. I'll pick it up. And a lot of my videos are available on YouTube, but this is the trade log. Let's go here. And do I make money all the time? No. I make money also and I lose money also. See here, I had a winning streak of 2 days, 1 day of losing. And here I had a winning streak, and this is 10 lakh rupees of capital, a winning streak of 3,73,000. Then I lost 23,000. Then I had a winning streak of 1,20,000. Then I lost 19,000. Then I had a winning streak. I'm showing you the latest winning streak of 1,74,000. Then I lost 6,008. And this is all intraday trading. I'm not talking swing positional. 36,000 rupees of profit. Then I lost 28,000. And I think 2 more days are to be logged here. So on an average, about 20% a month. And I have my own color coding system, which is a small profit, which is a big profit. And from 2015-16, I made an average of 27% a month. This is per month, not per year. This is gross profit. Of course, the broker will take his brokerage, the government will take his tax, but I make enough money even after that. And this is the key. What is the key to this success? Profits are bigger, losses are smaller. Classic? Got it? And this is the kind of money you can also make here. Okay, great guys. So going back to your now let's look at Ashok Leyland. Now Ashok Leyland is in the auto sector. And auto sector is moving like anything. But the problem with Ashok Leyland is the fundamentals are not so great. So this is a little overstretched. And I would be looking at booking profits if I was having Ashok Leyland. And with the market a little expensive, I won't mind booking profits into this one. Now this is BEML, and we see BEML has been moving into this trend line here. And what is it said? Trend is your friend till it bends at the end. And I can see BEML has corrected enough. I'm just using price section, nothing else. And BEML is corrected enough, and there is an upside in this. Now, what would be the challenge? The challenge would be at this point, you just cannot buy because you have not seen one thing at this point. What is one thing you have not seen? Tell me. You have not seen the fundamentals. So, what is a trading opportunity? A trading opportunity is a mismatch between fundamental and technical. Let me tell you a secret. The greatest trading opportunities happen when there is a mismatch between fundamental and the technical. इसको समझ डाला तो trading investing झिंगा लगा. That is something you need to learn in detail in my classes, how to find that mismatch. Technical analysis is only one part of the analysis. You have to match it with fundamental. Otherwise, it is like wearing a shirt without the pant. Taker says, I'm trying to pay, but it's a logging problem. Make sure you're doing it in the Chrome browser. Clear the cache, Shekhar, then it will work. Okay, you guys have already started paying. Great, thank you very much. So, clear your cache, do it in Chrome. If you're not registered already, you have to register, there's a free registration you will have to do. Century Textile, let me finish this, Abhijit, then I can take more. He wants HPCLN, so let me add HPCL. This one is still in an uptrend, and we see it's a habit pattern of this stock, and it will continue to go in the uptrend. And this is where it faced resistance, tried to have a breakout, went a little down, and looks like it is pushing up again. Birla Money, this is a very volatile stock with gaps. I would stay away from it. This is an operator-driven stock, so I don't think much technicals will work there. This is Century Textile. We just discussed that. GHCL is another stock which is a little overextended, coming on the downward side, establishing a downtrend. And if I draw a simple trend line in this, it might, if a selling pressure persists, it might come to 240 rupees. All this analysis is for educational purpose only, guys. That is. Okay. So GNFCS, Hexaware, another computer company, and this one is breaking on the upside and keep on trading the trend till it bends for the moment. So it seems to be going in a nice uptrend, and it is a stronger stock. Even when the market went down, this stock did not go down. So you can keep on using a trend following method in this. IGPL, I'm seeing a head and shoulder in this, just forming, not yet formed. So it might be a good time. If I was holding it, I would book some profits in this. Jindal Steel is another very expensive stock. Fundamentally, this is too expensive now. And, you know, right now money is flowing into steel with all the trade war going on between China and US. So our steel industry will benefit. And that is what is taking it up. But eventually, the reality will strike. There's a huge misbalance between fundamental and technical in this. Minda Corp, another stock that has a big run up and now it is cooling. If I see the levels of Minda Corporation here, we see it is already broken one level and this is a weak level. So if it retraces of 50%, it can come down to about 160 rupees. Okay. I'll do analysis till 10:50. Then 10 minutes I'll take question answers. Right? Whatever I can cover till that time. Rail industry, another one where mismatch between fundamental and technical, good short trades are possible here. But you cannot do short trading unless you are trained in derivatives. You need to learn that. Reliance Industries, another stock making a continuation pattern. And it has a big rally, but for the moment, this is going sideways, and I won't like to buy it till it breaks above 992. Till that time, it is very sideways. Now, Sun Pharma, see, most of the pharma sector overall was down a lot, and that has affected almost all the stocks. And with government regulating the pharma prices, the profits of the pharma companies in future, they are very, very uncertain, and that is what is taking pharma companies down. And every uptick, I would see it more as an opportunity to sell and get out. Tata Global having a selling pressure, simple candles showing it has a selling pressure. Titan is another company which is very expensive now. Big mismatch between fundamental and technical share. Hind Petro, see, there was, and Hind Petro, the way Hind Petro is going, this is a very important level for Hind Petro. If it breaks this level, which is trying to break, there is a further downside in this stock. Okay. 2245, I'll take three more stocks, guys. Jain Irrigation, Ujjivan, then I'll take question answers. Jain Irrigation. Okay, then I have KSK. Suryakant, you have written it 5 times, but I can only take it 1 time. Okay. Then Adani Port. So let me take this last 3 and then I will take question answers. I would love to take more, but I have a time constraint. Jain Irrigation, another stock that, and Jain Irrigation, we have a lot of emphasis on agro now. So look for quality agro stock. You might find buying opportunities in them. And this one looks like in buying opportunity to me, it has gone down decently. KSK, the favorite direction of KSK is down, and you cannot trade this without understanding its business and its balance sheet. Okay, so now last one is Adani Ports. This is the last one I'll take, guys. Sorry, can't take more. And we see Adani Port is another. That's one other sector which is likely to grow. We have a big coastline, and this has been a stagnant sector for some time. And this is one of the very good stocks in this particular sector. Great, guys. That was analysis of your stocks, and now I'll take about 10 minutes for question answers, not stocks, question answers. If you have any query, you can ask me. You want to know something about the course, you can ask me. You want to know something about me, you can ask me. So please put your questions, and then I will answer them. Okay. Our question: for derivative trading, is fundamental and technical analysis is necessary? Very much necessary, Nagabhushan, because derivative trading is 10 times more risky than stock trading, 20 times more risky. So their understanding fundamental technical is even more important. You cannot take even an intraday trade there without knowing what kind of a stock you are dealing with. Volume, yeah, volume is used. I use it extensively in the classes. Do you do volumetric analysis? Yes, I do volumetric analysis. Course fees, I have already given you the course fees, guys. So I can give it again, not a problem. Those who want to do it. This is the course fees here, guys. This is the link to the payment. You can give a 1,000 rupees token and book your course, physical or online. Physical happens normally only one in a year. I did one last August. I'm doing one now, but online is every week. It starts every Saturday. This is the, you can pay, you don't have to pay full money now. Just give your token, and the remaining money you can pay before the class starts minus the token that you have given. Okay. Now, this is the link. Let me give you the link. Let me go back to questions. Fine, Yogesh Joshi from Pune, you have the course fees now. No, Jai Krishnan Kumar. The reason is those my 8 boys working. No, the quality is fine. I use the professional service there. Weber says, how much investment should I start with? I think 10% of your total planned investment is a good idea to start with while you are in a learning phase. Pankaj says, where should we trade most, equity or derivatives? In the start, Pankaj, I would suggest stocks first. Do not jump to derivatives till you have mastered the stocks. You don't want to start your car in fourth gear. First gear is the stock. Start there, master your technical, master your fundamental, make sure your timing is right, then go into derivatives. I'll teach everything, but I will teach you step by step. Abhi say, what is the best indicator? You are the best indicator, Abhi. Everything else is a tool. A cricket bat in the hand of Virat Kohli will result in the century. You give the same cricket bat in an ordinary guy's hand and he will get out. So the magic never lies in the bat. The magic lies in the skill of Virat Kohli. So there are so many indicators and you need to know how to use them. There are 35, 40 strategies. You cannot, apply all of them. If you want to cut vegetables, which will you use? Kitchen knife. But if you are going for a war, you will need a tank. So It is the utilization that is important. Okay, Namo is the course designed for freshers or you need experience? No, it is designed for absolute beginners. That's why it is a 7-month course. You will, most of the, if you have a background, you will become good in 3 months. But if you're absolute fresher, then you will take about 6 months. I start from absolute zero, guys. मैं zero से शुरू करता हूँ. In the first thing you will have is what is a stock. And as you can see, teaching is my passion. I like to teach. So there is no point having knowledge if you cannot present it and make sure the people are able to understand. So I like to create teaching models, by which you can understand it more and more. And there are a lot of revisions that happen. How much time will I take to become a full-time trader? Shubham. Okay, Shubham, how many hours you are willing to commit? If you are willing to commit 3 hours per day in learning and practicing, you can become a full-time trader in 6 months. But if you have just an hour to spare every day, then maybe a year. If you're only a weekend trader, you might take 2 to 3 years. So depends on what kind of a commitment you are giving. Vinod Kumar says, tell me your 5 favorite books on trading. Okay, I like Martin Pring, but my favorite book on trading is Bhagavad Gita. In fact, I regularly read Bhagavad Gita because trading is about balance. It is all about balance of your mind, taking rational decisions. And there are a lot of books there. There's nothing called favorite there. You can actually go to my profile on goodreads.com and you can find out the kind of books that I read. Okay. Krishna said, do you recommend stocks intraday short term? You can use that if you do not have a capital for derivatives. You can use that by borrowing from your trader. What I would suggest is, you use the derivatives, but if your trading capital is small, let's say less than 2 lakhs, you have to use the stocks. You don't have a choice. Okay, I have a question. Is Nifty top for the year? Is that Nifty top this year was 11,200, if I understand your question properly. And from there it is coming down, and it came down to 200 day exponential moving average, and it jumped about 23% to 38% retracement from there. Yogesh says, I want to make it as a career. You can, but it requires efforts. Abhi says, is turtle trading a best one? There's so many styles of trading, turtle trading, rabbit trading, lion trading. So don't look for the best one. ये best वाले mode से निकल. You are the best. Everything else is a tool, and you have to learn the skill of using that tool. Vaibhav says, can I make trading my whole-time profession in next 6 months? I have given you the answer. But please understand, don't be in a hurry to become a full-time trader. Let it come naturally with practice because your family is dependent on you. And the moment you become full-timer, you have a lot of pressure to earn money there. And if you don't have the skill, you will have an emotional issue. So let your intraday trading grow into swing trading, positional trading, and let your part-time trading grow into full-time trading. When should you leave your job? When you are making more money from trading than from your salary for at least a few months. Okay, now I have a question from Agra, Lovekesh. Does technical analysis work properly for intraday? Yes, actually, very nicely it works. But all your analysis has to be done on a daily chart. But yes, technical analysis works very well in intraday if you know how to do it. Can we go into looking into charts only? At one stage, yes, but at all stage, you have to have a nice combination. You know, it's like a table. On the table, there are four legs, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, risk management, and psychology of trading. And you are sitting on top of this table. And if one of the legs is weak, you will fall down, right? Okay, Sunil says, how much money do we need to earn 4 to 5 lakh rupees a month? Multiply it by 10. If you want to earn 5 lakh rupees a month, you should have 50 lakh rupees and at least 6 months to 1 year of training. I told you in the very start, the people who lose money are the one who try to make 1 lakh rupees with 25,000 rupees. That is not going to happen. Every business needs capital. This also needs capital. Siddharth says, do you teach Forex as well? Yes, I teach Forex, the majors and the Indian payers both. Ravi says, I'm in USA, I'll come after 2 months. I can give a token of 1,000, but I will start after my return. That's absolutely okay, Ravi. You can give the token, make use of the offer I have today, and then you can come and start. That's absolutely okay. Arun says, what is the right stop loss percentage? That I teach in the class. कुछ class के लिए भी तो छोड़ दो, Arun. Right. Ram says, I paid 1,000 rupees just now. When to pay the remaining amount for the next training? Okay, those who have already paid, I already see there are payments coming. So those who have already paid 1,000 rupees, guys, please note down the training support team number. They are available from 10 o'clock in the morning till 6 in the evening. You can call them and tell them when do you want to start the trading, and they will help you regarding the remaining payments and your schedules. Each one of you, once you start your training, you will be given a relationship manager who will help you and guide you. And this question has not come, but let me answer it. We have a support system. Each one of will be given an email ID in which you can write your query, because you will have questions when the course is going on. Within 24 hours, answer will be given on that query. You can also talk to your RM. You can send him a WhatsApp. Then every 2 hour session that I have 9 to 11 Thursday night, half an hour is reserved for question answers, the way I'm answering now. And in case you have something serious and you want to talk to me, you can take an appointment and talk to me. I'm open on the phones. You can take an appointment and you can give me a call. Okay. Then I have, what are the tools for intraday, Amit? I'll teach that in the class. So you do not recommend intraday for beginners? No, I recommend intraday. Okay, please. I think then I've conveyed the wrong thing. Intraday, no matter what kind of trader you want to become, you have to practice intraday, because intraday trading will teach you emotional control, because maximum volatility is intraday. So it will teach you emotional control. Even if you can't do it every day, you should do it at least once or twice in the uh, in the week. And if you're not able to do it in the day because you are in the office, you can do it in the night in the commodity market, which is open till 11:30 in the night. So practice in intraday is a must. Okay. I hope I have set it right, Atul, for you. इंट्राडे से प्रैक्टिस मिलेगा. बाद में अगर लगेगा बहुत स्ट्रेस है, मत करो, फिर स्विंग करो. But start learning this. The online trainings are during the same time interval, 9 to 11 p.m. Yeah. Every Thursday night, 9 to 11 would be the training. The trading room is in the morning. That can only happen in the open market. So trading room is the morning. And after 1 month, you become eligible to buy it at just 3,500 rupees a month plus GST. Trading room is not available to outsiders. It's only for students. That's why I run it at a discounted price. Okay. कुलदीप कुलदीप बोलता है मैंने कभी ट्रेड नहीं किया, मुझे ट्रेडिंग से बहुत डर लगता है, क्या आप मुझे इतना आश्वासन दे सकते हैं कि आपकी ट्रेनिंग से मुझे ट्रेडिंग का कॉन्फिडेंस आ पाएगा और मैं कुछ मंथली इनकम कमा पाऊंगा? कुलदीप, ये बताओ मुझे, खुद पे कितना भरोसा है? चलो पहले कुलदीप के सवाल का जवाब देता हूं। खुद पे कितना भरोसा है? अपना भरोसा बताओ। यदि भरोसा है कि तुम सीख सकते हो तो आ जाओ, बिकॉज यू शुड बी ए लर्नर। जिंदगी में दो ही तरह के लोग होते हैं, लर्नर एंड नॉन लर्नर. आई डो नॉट बिलीव that there are intelligent and dumb people. I believe there are only two kind of people, learners and non-learners. If you are a learner, यदि तुम learner हो तो sooner or later सीख ही जाओगे, right? खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तहरीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे कि तेरी रजा क्या है। एक ही बार मिलती है, हिम्मत से जियो। Okay, now what is, I think I've answered most of them, but there are 2-3 left. I'm almost done. Okay. From when can I start trading? Madhu Kumar says you can start trading after about 2 weeks. After about 2 weeks, you can start your trading. Token payment made. Yes, I've received it, Nagabhushan. I can see that you have paid the token. Atul says intraday means derivative trading. No, intraday you can also trade with stocks. There are ways for it. Okay, I have one more question. Okay, Neha says course contains intraday trading and trading room access also. No, the course does not contain trading room access. No, Neha. Once you have finished 1 month, you become eligible for the trading room. It's online trading room in which every day I trade 9 to 11 in the morning with my traders, and they trade their money with me. I trade my money with me. And it is chargeable 3,500 rupees a month plus GST, and we also build portfolios together. Siddharth says, should we take lunch break during intraday? Of course, you can take lunch breaks. Fine. Somebody asked about P. I think I was okay. Wait a minute. I'll finish all the questions. I had one more I missed, I think. Okay, Navish, people say that if you learn and do it nicely with proper discipline, you can make money. Yeah, that is true, Navish. What is the role of charts in intraday? Charts are intraday, Abhijit. Charts ke bina to intraday hai hi nahi. Right. Abhi says, I'm studying intermediate second year. Can I learn trading? You know, I have two boys. One is studying in US, other has finished his 10th. My elder one, I, started training him when he was 12 years old. And I sent him to a proper institute and paid a fees of about 1 lakh of rupees for it. Started with the younger, the better. They will end there anyway. So, younger the better. Teach your children also. Sunil says, I have an account in share for stocks and derivative, not available for forex and commodity. You can ask your broker. If not, you can ask my team and they will help you. We have free account opening. My team can help you with that. Okay, I think I'm finished. Okay, yeah. Umakant has a question from Pune. Considering current growing India story, will Nifty P 25 plus to stay? No bigger correction should happen now. You cannot say that because the average P has been about 20. And right now, India growth stories is not as rosy as it looks, Umakant. So don't be very surprised if you see some more correction in this. Okay, I've answered most of the questions. Fine, guys. I think I've answered most of the questions. I hope the session was useful for you and you got something useful from the session. And I really appreciate you coming into this. And I still have 50% people present. I have payments continuously coming here, and I look forward you know to teach you. This is what I like. I want to make sure, I'm a coach, I want to make sure that you learn it properly. So how many more of you are paying? Many have paid. How many more are paying, guys? Right, say 1,000 if you're going to pay and get the special offer today. Right, 1,000 if you're going to pay. Great. Fine, that's a lot of people. Great. What is the special offer? अरे अरे, कौन रह गया? The special offer, guys, let me tell you about the special offer today. This is a special offer today. Please, I'll put the special offer again here. This is the special offer. I'm unable to pay with credit card. There's no problem. Janish Kumar, try it. And in case you're not able to do it, my team will help you tomorrow morning and you'll still get the offer. Don't worry. Just restart and do it. This is the special offer, guys. If you pay 1,000 rupees token before 12 o'clock tonight, that means in the next 52 minutes, then in addition to the course, you get 7 trading ebooks, my personal favorites, and also 8-hour video in which I am trading a special strategy of mine. And this offer, the books and the video you get once your full payment is done. That is the special offer. Okay. Fine, guys. That's from my side. And thank you very much for coming into Pathfinders training. And I pray all of you become great traders. Look forward to see you. And have a very nice weekend ahead. And God bless all of you. See you again in one more session. All the best.